sugar-coated. When I was a kid, they used to put prizes at the bottom of cereal boxes. I remember rolling up my sleeves and reaching in with Cheerios up to my elbows, searching for a plastic decoder ring that could unfold the mysteries of my 8-year-old universe, or a press-on tattoo that can make me feel tough like Steve McQueen after the lights went out. Looking for answers, I found questions that still keep me up at night, that reveal a new universe every day, that bloom in the shadows of life's little mysteries. I rarely eat breakfast anymore, because that just seems like asking for trouble. Do this tiny poem and then closer. This is called Mightier Than the Sword, and it's for my late friend Scott Wanberg.
Oh, yeah.
I love you, Scott. You believed in strong medicine, drank words like freedom songs, left poems on the eyelids of heaven, sang John Prine and whispered Harry Crews, to bit players in John Ford's adaptation of the Sun's life story. You were larger than life. Baby, there were no small parts, only small miracles. This is my last poem, and I thank you guys, and I thank Neeli now for doing this. Okay, and I'll try to be quick.
You don't have to be quick, you got a few minutes.
Yeah. This is a poem that's, I feel like I need to preface this. It's a true story. When I was a kid, my best friend, you know, when you're a kid, you want to feel masculine, and he told another friend and I that he had sex, but it was with his mom. And I kind of blocked that out, but years later I found out it was actually true. So this is a poem about that. This is called Masculinity. As kids, we never really understood the power of that phrase. Virginity like a strong drink still frozen on our tongues. A time-tested truth. When we were 10 years old, molestation seemed like some invisible baseball metaphor, coined by the ghost of Charles Bronson. As I sit here now in a friend's kitchen, I wonder where it all went wrong. Chris and I used to talk about girls, heaven in flower-patterned dresses, blowing in fields of dandelions, without the benefit of one sex ed class. Chris, who was named after Christopherson, whose parents met in the same strip club where we got our first beer back in middle school. His mother dancing to the moonlight for a few dollars and a little hope. On a Sunday morning coming down from the night before. Chris, whose father wore an eye patch while building computers in the upstairs bedroom of his grandmother's house, while masturbating to 70s porn on beta that he'd let us borrow if we promised to be quiet. We used to have pool parties on our birthdays and look up at the stars in the sky for guidance. We used to wander through lunch lines clutching our milk money, wiping the sweat from George Washington's empty promises, without ever once thinking about heavy things like self-worth. Chris, who was the first guy I knew to go all the way, it didn't make any difference that it was with his mom. Back then, a boner was a sacred thing. And Bull and I just asked him what it felt like to be a man. He said, sticky. And bragged about it for the next 2 or 3 years. While we dreamt about cheerleaders and bookish girls with black rimmed glasses and getting to second base in our clubhouse in Pool's backyard. Nothing seemed wrong then. We were kids who dreamt about a lot of things, none of them sad. Things like fast cars and kissing with our eyes closed come prom night, whatever that was. It was in the distant future. Things like honor, like brotherhood, like family. We were going to make it out of that small Pennsylvania town together. But in my heart, we're still there, still 10 years old, still waiting on our dreams to come true. Sitting here now, I can still remember the indents of stripper poles in the carpet at the bar when we went back to town. A few years after I served as best man at Chris's wedding to the wrong girl, because he wanted to know what it felt like to have a normal family, what it felt like to truly be a man. The truth is, something tells me that the skeletons in our closets will be 10 years old forever, and that they will be anything but masculine. Thank you.